You're watching News 12 Long Island. We're live at 5:11. He's accused of shoplifting at a CVS drugstore and then carjacking a woman to get away. But tonight, the suspect's attorney says police have the wrong man, and he claims he has video to prove it. News 12 Long Island's Eileen Lehpamer has the latest in a story you saw first on 12.
A 23-year-old woman screaming as she was carjacked in her own driveway. It happened last Wednesday at 3 in the afternoon in East Rockaway, as cops say a suspect was trying to get away after stealing razors at this CVS on Ocean Avenue. Police say 59-year-old David Melis is the man responsible.
The girl that he did that to can sleep better at night knowing that he can't come to her house.
Melis was arrested on Friday and had another court date today. But his attorney says cops have the wrong man and that Melis was in Suffolk County around the time of the crime. The attorney says he has the surveillance video to prove it.
I'm glad he's caught, but I'm not happy that obviously he's not going to admit to it.
Melissa Van Wickler's husband and father-in-law are two of the Good Samaritans who tried to stop the suspect from stealing the car. She says both men picked Melis out of the photo lineup. Does your husband think this is the right guy?
Oh, that's the guy. He was picked out of quite a few photos. When somebody wants to get away, they want to get away.
And the father of the carjacking victim told us last week he's just glad no one was seriously hurt.
Something like this could have really been a tragedy. You know, There were a lot of people here. There's a school up the block. There's usually 100 kids walking out on the street, you know, and with him driving the way he did, you know, somebody could have really gotten hurt.
Both Nassau Police and the CVS would not release the surveillance video that they say shows the robbery suspect. We also put in a request to see that surveillance video that Melis' attorney says proves he was in Suffolk, but we've not heard back. Melis does have a prior arrest for allegedly writing bad checks. He'll be back in court on this case in May.
He was arrested for allegedly ripping off several CVS stores and then hijacking a car to get away. Well, now that Holtsville man claims surveillance video from the pharmacy shows he didn't do it. Eileen Lehpamer has a story you'll see only on 12.
This is newly obtained store surveillance video that allegedly shows a man shoplifting at the CVS on Ocean Avenue in East Rockaway back in April. Police say that suspect then carjacked a 23-year-old woman to get away. And this is the man who police arrested for those crimes, 59-year-old David Melis of Holtsville.
I think it's a bombshell.
Melis and his attorney met with me exclusively today. Attorney Mark Najjar subpoenaed the video from the CVS and says it's proof that cops arrested the wrong man.
The guy on film is at, a third wider, just in stature. He's not a fat guy, but he's definitely wider. The face is different, the hair is different, and he walks differently.
In addition to what Najjar says is a different walk, he also points to the bald spot on the man in the video. Melis doesn't have the same bald spot. Police and witnesses also told us they struggled with the carjacking suspect and couldn't stop him.
There were three of us trying to pull him out. He was fighting hard.
He's not even in good enough health, even if he were strong, to have been able to get away from these people. So I just find it incredible as a matter of common sense and reasonableness.
But those witnesses, including Melissa Van Wickler's husband, have previously told me they picked Melis out of a photo lineup book. Does your husband think this is the right guy?
Oh, that's the guy. He was picked out of quite a few photos.
There were witnesses to the carjacking who say it is your client.
Photo lineups are a lot less reliable than the real thing, a person standing there. Frankly, you don't have to believe me. Just watch. Just look at the videotape. It's not him.
Well, Melis does have prior arrests for writing checks for purchases when he didn't have that money in his account. His attorney says Melis is emotionally disabled and hadn't balanced a checkbook before his mother passed away. Now we are awaiting comment from the Nassau Police Department as well as the district attorney's office.
He was charged with stealing from a drugstore, then pulling off a carjacking to get away. But he had video proving it wasn't him, and today all charges were dropped. As Eileen Lehpamer reports, the man is now thanking News 12 Long Island for his freedom. It's a story you'll see only on 12.
Unbelievable. That's what David Melis told me as he stood in the court hallway moments before all charges against him were dropped. Since April, the 59-year-old had said he was falsely arrested and charged with several CVS robberies and a carjacking in East Rockaway. Today, the judge agreed to dismiss all charges.
I feel relieved, to tell you the truth.
Was it a case of mistaken identity? His attorney thinks so. As we showed you here exclusively last month, the surveillance video from CVS on the left is the suspect, and the video on the right is Melis. Melis' attorney, Mark Najjar, points out his client had a different walk and does not have a bald spot.
And it was obvious to me right away, this is not Mr. Melis. I think it was obvious to everyone who saw the clip that you showed. And that was just one very small part of all this video surveillance. So I find it very disturbing.
In fact, I learned today that 2 days ago, police arrested a new man and charged him with the CVS robberies and the carjacking. He's 50-year-old Alexander Wachmainen from the West Hempstead area. And during this carjacking back in April, there was a scuffle here as the suspect got away. And defense attorney Mark Najjar says that suspect lost his eyeglasses. And in the end, he says that also helped his client.
The DNA connects the new person to these crimes.
By the glasses.
By the glasses.
Melis says he's just grateful to be able to get back to his life.
I'd like to thank Channel 12 for the continuous coverage to help prove my innocence.
In Mineola, Eileen Lehpamer, News 12, Long Island.
Again, the assistant DA on the case said in court today that the new suspect is connected by DNA. You know, a spokesman for the DA's office said they took action at the appropriate time after a thorough investigation. The Nassau Police Department would not comment on Melis' arrest.